What's the biggest nope moment you've ever had, where you just walked away immediately? Back in high school, in my church youth group. Twice a year, we would go on retreats to different summer camp type places except in the spring, and then fall. The place we'd go for fall retreat had this fairly long and scenic as hell trail through the woods. My buddy and I liked to walk this trail at least once every time we went. So, this one year, we had some free time before we had to head to the cabins for bed, so we pretty stupidly, since it was after dark, decided to go walk the trail. Oh boy. That was a mistake that set off a wild series of events. We're maybe halfway along this trail. Like I don't know, a quarter mile along the trail at this point. I'm looking down while we walk, so I don't trip on anything, and out of the corner of my eye, I see my friend stop. I look back at him and ask what's wrong. He's just staring off into the distance in front of us when suddenly he screams run, and then fucking takes off at light speed, back the way we came. For a split second, my brain is like the fuck. Until I look and see the shadow of this big dude on the trail 100 feet away. The whole reason our group leader picked this retreat was because the owners of the retreat assured her that we'd be alone. This is why we were even more freaked out than we normally would have been. We were supposed to be alone out there. There wasn't supposed to be anyone else but our group out here. Anyway, as soon as I saw that shadow, I took off after my friend. After 20 seconds of full-on sprinting, I saw my friend look over his shoulder and then stop. I stopped too, and looking back, there was no one behind us. We took a minute to rest, and, as we're catching our breath, my friend tells me the reason he'd gotten out of there so fast is because he saw a rifle or shotgun he couldn't tell in the guy's hand. I hadn't actually noticed, so we jogged to camp to tell our group leader that there's some dude with a gun in the woods. Naturally, she's unsettled and has the counselors lead everyone back to our cabins, and they stood guard all night. Our leader calls the people running the place first thing in the morning, and when I saw her a couple hours later, she was fuming. Apparently, when she'd called the office to tell them about our sighting, the dimwits running this place told her that it was probably just one of the fucking hunters in the hunting club that was currently using the other half of this place. These idiots straight up told her there was gonna be no one over there, but then went and allowed a bunch of armed hunters who were actively in the woods hunting to rent out a place with over 100 kids in it. We had heard noises too. We just didn't think much of it at the time because we thought we were alone. I'm legitimately surprised that none of us died that weekend. She actually threatened to sue the place. She said she was never gonna take the group there again. That was my senior year of high school, so I stopped going to that youth group, but I'm not sure if they ever did go back.